here from the Mississippi Live Weather Studios. I'm going to get changed over here into my full-on suit here in just a minute as we get ready for our broadcasts, live broadcast tonight at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. But you might be able to see over my shoulder there a little bit of snap of color, and there's a new guy. We're on, I guess, day 2 officially here, and meteorologist Gabe Mahner joining us here as part of Mississippi Live Weather. We should have sent a push. Gabe, you sent a push for a second. As, you know, we're getting things going. But yeah, excited to be able to welcome him in officially as a member of this local broadcast operation. It's impossible to do what I do, what we do as just one person, and to give you the kind of coverage, the kind of help that you deserve during active weather and just during normal days. And so I'm just extremely excited and blessed to be working along somebody who I believe in just a few years will continue to, maybe at some point here in the future, hopefully will outshine me.
Oh man, you're being humble.
Yeah. Switch me spots real quick. So, I'll get that pushed out.
Well, it is day 2, so we're still trying to figure things out. Yeah. But just very excited to be a part of the team and very excited to get this thing going. I know that this is going to be exactly what North Mississippi needs, and that they're getting their weather information. And of course, we've been able to build that credibility. Some of us more than others. But yeah,
I know you're really good at it.
But yeah, it's just I'm honored to be able to continue to be in this area. There was never a doubt of where home was, and that was right here in North Mississippi. And my wife and I continuing to flourish down here and just get to be with you guys, honestly, forever at this point. There's no reason
Hopefully, right?
Yeah, that's where you guys have given us no reason to leave, and we keep enjoying just being here. So, no, we're just loving it. And of course, my wife, she actually started up in Boonville, so like she's getting her life started. We're getting this new life started.
She's a teacher.
She's a teacher. So she's over there in Boonville Middle School, 7th grade science. Teaching a little bit about weather.
Well, there you go. A little bit about weather, you know, and you might know a thing or two about that. I'm sure she has access to pretty good folks to be able to come in and talk about that.
We'll be doing some school visits.
Yes.
No, we're obligated.
Yes. So we just got the push alert out a second ago, so I will kind of re-rack things here for a moment. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon, and with me is our evening meteorologist, Gabe Mahner. Gabe is going to be joining us. And initially here, as we talked about, our broadcasts are going to be in the evening, 5, 6, and 10. Mm-hmm. We're going to largely double up and hopefully be able to kind of divvy up the weather and talk about it, and also at the same time be able to get out in the community, kind of working toward that. But really excited to have you on board. It's a dream to be able to work with somebody who's a man of faith, but also just a great budding meteorologist. I know you have about 20 years more tread on the tires than I do still to go. But for where you're at in your career point here, I'm excited to see where you go forward. I think certainly can do good things together.
Well, big shoes to fill, and I'll work every day to try to get to that point and keep the legend living.
Oh hell, I wouldn't go with legend, but just excited to have Gabe. So initially here, we're going to be kind of doubling up a little bit, and we'll be trying to kind of split up weekends. But I'm hopeful to hear pretty soon we can announce some more folks. But obviously, it has been a wild ride this year, and I know you're looking forward to what's coming in the future.
I mean, honestly, just hearing about the opportunity and what this was all about, I would have been a fool not to join and just keep.
I wouldn't say fool. I mean, this is a new venture, and I wouldn't say fool.
Well, this is just exciting altogether, and honestly, you can't come into the studio and not just have your jaw on the floor from how it was all put together. Like, it's just amazing.
Now he's just sucking up to the boss.
I mean, it's one thing. No, looking at it, like, this is what everyone's reaction would be. And, like, the quality of product that we're able to put on, being live yesterday and seeing what we were able to break down and spend time and talking about, hey, here's where the rain's happening, here's where it could happen, especially for July 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, what better timing? But, you know, it's just going to be such a joy to be in this community and be able to provide that information to you guys.
And be able to keep you around, hopefully for a very, very long time.
Like I said, we don't want to leave. Like,
and one of the hardest things always has been recruiting to this area, just because when you tell people, I want you to come move to Mississippi, they have some preconceived notions about the area. If you get somebody here, and you went to Mississippi State, so you understood kind of what this area was like, people realize very quickly this is way better than they, than they could have imagined.
Yeah.
It's an awesome area, and so Hopefully, I'll be able to provide enough salary, and a good enough working environment to keep you around for a very, very long time. I'm very excited to have you a part of this team.
I'm honored to be a part of the team. And let me say that North Mississippi had the greatest advertisement ever in Annalise. So there you go.
Beautiful women work like that, don't they?
So, yeah, getting married, that was the only key you needed to keep me here forever. So shout out Annalise.
So we, of course, do have our chat going up here on the side as well. A lot of folks excited about Independence Day being around the corner. And hopefully we'll keep things dry for that. I know you're working on that forecast right now.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good. As of right now, the trend continues to stay dry. Temperature is just going to be a little bit warmer, and that's the one bad thing, I guess you can say, with the July 4th forecast.
It's always hot.
But clear skies, when you get that, you can't complain.
Yeah, you can't. Exactly. So I'll ask you, because I haven't had a chance to look, and we're going to dig in the forecast a little bit. All the fireworks displays clear?
They look good to go.
Okay.
So as long as God doesn't intervene in the next 24 hours, then I think we stay pretty solid.
Well, that would be good. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Just glad to be here, and honestly, like we were saying, pointers along the way. I'm still young, this is still my first area that I've covered. So tips are appreciated.
Well, and I will say this, speaking to the pointers idea, one thing that we do want to emphasize going forward, there's a lot of comments right now. We're unfortunately not able to keep up with all of those. But this has been something that I came up with that I wanted you to be a part of because of you. And we want something that's useful for you. So as we go along, please kind of help us mold what this turns into. And just because I don't hear you initially doesn't mean, as I always tell my wife, just because I didn't obey him immediately doesn't mean it wasn't gonna stick in my brain. This is for you. The only way this exists is because of you. And so if you continue to, watch and tell us what you'd like to see, we'll continue to try to evolve. Somebody referred to this as a revolution in broadcast. I would say it's kind of the next step in the
future
evolution.
Yeah. So like news, weather, it all has to evolve at some point. We were using magnets, 30 years ago? So gotten a little bit more advanced.
Got touch screen now. Help us in that evolution. We definitely want that. And, the more useful this is to you, the more you'll watch. And I think the more likely it is we'll be able to do this until I retire.
Yep.
And maybe you as well. Maybe we're lucky enough.
I need about 40 years. And we have a running notepad. So all those notes that you guys give us, like you said, we'll get to them at some point. And that notepad just continues to fill up with things we got to get done. Yeah, just we'll take whatever patience you have as we try to work our way through this. Okay, kind of looking through this, of course, a lot of love, and we appreciate that. And that's one of the things that, of course, here in North Mississippi, you guys are just so amazing on your positivity and everything here. I'm just really excited about that. And so hopefully this is something we can do for a long time to come. So we are going to probably keep this fairly short, just simply because we gotta get a show together. We're gonna be on here in 2.5 hours. So
yeah, I gotta change, and we've got a few things to get done for that. So thank you so much for watching, and of course we'll love to see you at 5 o'clock as we kind of work through the next stage of what this looks like. Thanks, bud.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody. I just want to keep giving you guys the best forecast possible. So thank you for having me and keep me around North Mississippi a little longer.
Awesome. We'll see you guys at 5 o'clock.